talking like you know me, but you ain't walked these gravel roads. Got your mouth running wild and free, while I've been carrying heavy loads. I got dust and steel in my blood tonight. Been working hard while you've been talking light. You think you can come and take my fight, but I ain't backing down, not without a fight. Dust and steel, that's all I know. Dust and steel, that's how I roll. Show up with your clean hands, claiming you deserve what I built. Never felt the burn of this land, never carried round this guilt. I seen you scheming in the shadows, trying to steal what ain't yours. But I've been through hell's back alleys, and I ain't afraid of wars. I got dust and steel in my blood tonight. Been working hard while you've been talking light. You think you can come and take my fight, but I ain't backing down, not without a fight. Dust and steel, that's all I know. Dust and steel, that's how I roll. Every scar tells a story, every bruise earned the sweat. You can't buy this kind of glory, and I ain't done with you yet. Come and try me if you want to, but you better come correct. 'Cause this country boy ain't bluffing, and I still got your respect. I got dust and steel in my blood tonight. Been working hard while you've been talking like. You think you can come and take my fight, but I ain't backing down, not without a bite. Dust and steel, that's all I know. Dust and steel, that's how I roll. Said you'd never leave this place behind, but I watched you pack your bags at night. Now you're calling from some big city line, talking about how everything's alright. But I can hear it in your voice, you're lying. All those promises you made are dying, back when we were young and full of fight. Now you're just another fading light. Why'd you have to go and break your word? Why'd you have to leave me in the dirt? Remember summer nights out by the creek, you said this town would always be enough. Now your Instagram shows what you see, designer clothes and all that fancy stuff. But money can't buy back the trust you lost. Every bridge you burned, I count the cost. You traded everything we used to be for some fake version of reality. Why'd you have to go and break your word? Why'd you have to leave me in the dirt? about your new success, but forgetting where you came from hurts. All those nights you swore you never miss, with the bond we had for what it's worth. So keep pretending that you've changed your skin, but I know who you really are within. And when that city spits you back out here, don't expect me to be waiting near. Why'd you have to go and break your word? Why'd you have to end it first? Why'd you have to go and break your word? Why'd you have to leave me in the dirt? Leave me in the dirt. Yeah. You think you got me figured out sitting pretty in your chair, but you ain't seen the shit I crawl through, motherfucker. I don't care what your daddy taught you about respect and playing by the rules. I learned mine in parking lots and broken down old school. There's blood on my hands and dirt under my nails from fighting through hell while your story just pales. You can judge all you want from your high fucking tower, but when push comes to shove, I got all the damn power. Your clean little world with its fences and its lies can't handle what I bring when the rage inside me flies. You talk about your problems like they're mountains to climb, while I'm drowning in the shit that you ain't seen all your life. There's blood on my hands and dirt under my nails from fighting through hell while your story just pales. You can judge all you want from your high fucking tower, but when push comes to shove, I got all the damn power. Yeah. So don't you come around here talking about what's right when you never had to scrap just to make it through the night. I earned every scar that's carved into my skin. I'll wear this broken crown until the bitter fucking end. Now you're looking at me different, see the fire in my eyes. All that tough talk disappearing, told you little lies. This ain't over, not by half, you best remember what you're saying, 'cause I'm the nightmare in your closet and the worst you've ever been. There's blood on my hands and dirt under my nails from fighting through hell while your story just pales. You can judge all you want from your high fucking tower, but when push comes to shove, I got all the damn power. Yeah, when push comes to shove, I got all the damn power. Where the blacktop ends, dirt road begins. Every Friday night, same routine kicks in. My mama's voice echoing through these hills. Oh boy, you better think twice about these thrills. Back road and bars, that's all I know. Fast cars and scars, where did time go? Running through fields with fire in my chest. Country boy hard, but I can't find rest. Back roads and bars, back roads and bars, that's all I know. That's who we are. Pickup truck racing through tobacco fields. Brother in the bed, beer bottles and wheels. Sheriff knows our names, knows our daddies too. Small town sins catching up on you. Fist fights and Friday lights burning bright. Wrong turns leading to another sleepless night. Back roads and bars, that's all I know. Fast cars and scars, where did time go? Running through fields with fire in my chest. Country boy hard, but I can't find rest. Back roads and bars, back roads and bars, that's all I know. Comes with regret and shame, playing this dangerous, reckless game. Gravel in my knees, blood on my hands, trying to be more than this small town demands. But every sunset pulls me back again to the same old story, same old sin. Back roads and bars, that's all I know. Fast cars and scars, where did time go? Running through fields with fire in my chest. Country boy hard, but I can't find a rest. Back roads and bars, back roads and bars, that's all I know. That's all I know. That's who we are. You know me, but you never seen the real. Corner to corner, block to block, that's how I feel. Feel the steel, feel the heat, feel the pressure rise. Rise above the noise, but never compromise. Compromise your soul for $1 in a dream. Dream about escape, but nothing's what it seems. Seems like every day another test to pass. Pass or fail, sink or swim, move fast to last. Last man standing when the dust settles down. Down in the trenches of this dirty little town. Town full of hustlers trying to make their way. Way through the struggle every single day. While I'm running this race, race against time, can't slow down the pace. Pace myself steady, but the fire burns bright, bright like the stars when I'm up all night. Why I'm never backing down, down for the count, but I wear the crown. Crown made of thorns from the streets, I know that I'm built for this. Watch me go. You see the scars, but you don't know how they got there. Got there through the pain that I learned how to bear. Bear the weight of every choice that I made. Made my bed in the fire, now I'm never afraid. Afraid of the darkness or the light of day. Day turns to night, but I'm built to stay. Stay in the fight when the weak ones fold. Fold under pressure, but my story's told. Told through the music that pumps through my veins. Veins full of struggle and the joy and the pain. Pain is temporary, but the legacy lasts. Lasts through the future, built upon the past. Why I'm running this race. Race against time, can't slow down the pace. Pace myself steady, but the fire burns bright. Bright like the stars when I'm up all night. Why I'm never backing down. Down for the count, but I wear the crown. Crown made of thorns from the streets, I know that I'm built for this. Watch me go.
can test me, you can try to break me down, but I'll never hit the ground. Ground beneath my feet is solid as stone. Stone cold killer, but I stand alone. Alone in the darkness, but I found my light. Light up the sky when I step to the mic. Mic in my hand like a sword and shield. Shield from the fake, only truth is real. Wire, I'm running this race. Race against time, can't slow down the pace. Pace myself steady, but the fire burns bright. Bright like the stars when I'm up all night. Wire, never backing down. Down for the count, but I wear the crown. Crown made of thorns from the streets, I know that I'm built for this, watch me go. Wire, built from the ground up, forged in the fire. Wire, this is my moment, taking me higher.
Why you leave me in the dust? Trust, crushed, rush, past fast track, back to black. Crack in my heart and heart, start to part. Smart remarks, mark the dark, stark reality, brutality. You and me used to be free. Did you forget where we came from? Did you forget the pain, son? All that pain, son. Why you run from home? Leave me alone. City slick, thick with tricks, picks and clicks. Fix your flicks quick to ditch. Rich, get rich, switch and pitch. Bitch, you switch, hitched your ride. Pride aside, tried to hide, died inside. Why divide between us? Venom and mistrust to dust. Just because buzz and fuss and plus you thrust for more. Core explode, stored away every day. Play your game. Yeah, nose, gutters, bows. Now we sing. Yo, yeah, have a cool back to back, slacks and mitches, sixes, thick stitches, but bridges burn quick. Thick as cheese, bitty for beadle and even. Back road built us both. Oh, we swore, tore apart, heart. Start again. When you're coming back, track record, crack, got your bags, racks to riches, snitch, kisses, stitches, fuck bridges, burn. Quick, thick as thieves, leaves me grieving, believing you'd return. Did you forget where we came from? Did you forget the pain, son? Why you run from home? Leave me alone. Gravel roads, cold we wrote, note by note, call to trust, quote, must adjust, rust and dust, just the two, me and you, true to blue, through and through, new attitude, crude and rude, mood consumed, doomed to lose, choose your path, map, don't lie, high and dry, try, so vast, past, last to know, show your face, place we shared, scared to care, bare your soul, whole again. Why you leave? Why you leave in the dust? You see me riding down these same damn streets, fucking dirt roads, always pulling me back in. Your voice in my head telling me I ain't shit, but you don't know what these streets taught me. La, 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 oh. I'm still here though. La, 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 oh.
change. Remember when you said I'd never make it out? Fuck that bullshit. I'm still standing here proud. Every pothole, every turn carved me into stone. You thought you could break me, but I'm already grown. I'm still here though. Can't let you go. Back roads, that's where I learned to fight. Back roads, nothing ever felt right. You keep calling my phone, but I'm already home. Back roads, this is where I belong. Yeah. These back roads know my name. Nothing ever gonna change. Dust in my lungs, gravel in my veins. You tried to wash me clean, but I love these fucking stains. Every score, every bruise tells a story true. Back roads raised me right, even when you said I'm through. Back roads, that's where I learned to fight. Back roads, nothing ever felt right. Keep calling my phone, but I'm already home. Back roads, this is where I belong. These back roads know my name. Nothing ever gonna change. These back roads know my name. I ain't never gonna change.
You think you know this backwoods fool? Never been past the county line. Sipping sweet tea, playing it cool, but you don't know what's inside this mind. Raised on gravel, raised on grit. Learned to fight before I could read. Now you're standing there talking like you understand what I need. But you don't need, you don't know where I've been, and you don't know the fire that's burning deep within. You can't judge a book by its cover, boy. Small town heart with a big city noise. Fists like hammers, voice like thunder. Break your assumptions, tear them asunder. You picked the wrong one to mess around with. Wrong one to doubt. Wrong one to... Mama taught me right from wrong. Daddy taught me how to stand my ground. Been carrying this rage too long. Time to let it all come down. Your city ways don't scare me none. I've been through worse than you can know. When push comes to shove, I'm the one who's gonna steal your whole damn show. But you don't know me, you don't know where I've been, you don't know the storm that's raging deep within. You can't judge a book by its cover, boy. Small town heart with a big city noise. Fists like hammers, voice like thunder. Break your assumptions, tear them asunder. You picked the wrong one to mess around with. Wrong one to doubt. Wrong one to... You got me figured out completely, but you're looking at the surface, barely scratching what's beneath me. Grew up where the pavement ends and the real world begins, where we settle our problems with our fists and our kin. You underestimate the power of a country boy's rage. Been holding back my whole life, now I'm breaking out the cage. Every slide, every joke, every time you look down, I've been saving all that energy to burn your whole world down. Brutal men, simple thoughts, backwards men weak, but I'm about to show you exactly what this country boy can be. Fast as light and hard as steel, with a heart that won't bend. And when this confrontation's over, you'll respect me in the end. Can't judge a book by its cover, boy.
you know the fire that was burning deep within.
Walking these empty streets for days now. Nothing but gravel and dust on my boots somehow. Fall ain't rain, pockets got holes in them. Wonder if anybody even knows where I've been. Something's building up inside my chest. Can't shake this feeling, can't get no rest.
Why now? Why me? Why this moment? All this rage got nowhere to go. And why now? When I got nothing left to lose.
Everything falling apart, what's the use?
Why now? Everything's breaking down.
Mama called last week, said she's worried sick. Bills piling up, can't afford to fix the truck that's been sitting in the yard for months. Feel like I'm carrying everybody's fronts. Something's building up inside my chest. Can't shake this feeling,
Can't get no rest. Why now? Why me? Why this moment? All this rage got nowhere to go. And why now? When I got nothing left to lose.
everything falling apart, what's the use?
Why now? Everything's breaking down.
Why now, when my back's against the wall and I can barely breathe? Why now, when my girl just up and left and took everything I need? Why now, when the rent's due Tuesday and my account's running dry? Why now, when I look up at the sky and all I won't do is cry? But crying ain't gon' pay these bills or bring her back to me. And crying ain't gon' fix my truck or set my spirit free. So I'm asking why now, why this pain? Why everything at once, like life decided it was time to pull some twisted stunt? Been grinding since I was 16, working every single day. Now everything I built is tumbling and slipping away. Why now? Tell me why now? Maybe it's time to stop asking why. Maybe it's time to just get by, but the question keeps burning in my mind.
Why now? Why me? Why this moment? All this rage got nowhere to go. And why now? When I got nothing left to lose.
Everything falling apart, what's the use?
Why now? Everything breaking down. Why now? Why now?
Why now?
Yeah, fuck that. Y'all thought you knew me, country boy with that street back rose bread, but the block made me bitter. Slide guitar singing while I spit like a spitter. Mama raised me right, but the streets raised me wrong. Now I'm mad as hell and my patience is gone. Dirt under my nails, rage under my skin. Country draw mixed with that Brooklyn spin. Y'all been playing games while I've been grinding hard. Now I'm pissed off, fuck around and catch these boys. I got that fire burning bright. Fire burning bright. Fire burning bright. I got that fire burning bright. And y'all about to feel this heat tonight. Pick up trucks and pistols, that's how I was raised. But the city showed me different, got me seeing red for days. Talking down on where I'm from like it don't mean shit. But my roots run deeper than your fake ass clique. Backwood wisdom with that urban attitude. Slide guitar screaming while I'm spilling all this crude. Raw truth, no filter, straight from the gut. Y'all soft as butter, I'm hard as what the fuck. I got that fire burning bright. Fire burning bright, fire burning bright. I got that fire burning bright. And y'all about to feel this heat tonight. Don't
mistake my country for weak. Don't mistake my silence for meek. I've been holding back this beast. Now it's time for me to feast. Angry at the world, angry at myself. Put my trust in people, left me by myself. Country strong, street smart, that's a deadly mix. Y'all been testing me, now feel these lyrical hits. Slide guitar welling like my soul in pain. Fast flow spitting through this motherfucking rain. Done being nice, done playing fair. Y'all about to see what happens when I really don't care. I got that fire burning bright. Fire burning bright. Fire burning bright. I got that fire burning bright. And you're about to feel this heat tonight.
Yeah, this is a story about my boy from way back. Had to watch him fall, couldn't get him on track. Slide guitar crying through the pain. Listen, started in the dirt where the county line bends. Tommy was my brother, thought we'd ride to the end. Mama worked 3 jobs just to keep us alive. He said, I got a plan, gonna help us survive. Small town, got no hope, got no future to chase. So we started moving weight from place to place. Backpack full of trouble, pockets full of dreams. Nothing in this life ever quite what it seems. Gravel roads and broken homes, that's where we grew. Now he's running from the law. What else could we do? Every warning that I gave him, he just pushed away. Said, mind your business, I'ma get us paid. Gravel roads, remember everything you done. Can't outrun the dirt when you're always on the run. My brother chose life that would tear him apart. Gravel roads, remember, they know every heart. Summer turned to winter, winter turned to hell. Tommy got arrested, wouldn't post his bail. Said he made his bed, now he gotta lie in it. County jail cell where his pride couldn't fit. Letters that he sent me, full of regret and pain. Talking about the choices that he can't make again. Used to fish the creek, now he's counting prison bars. Used to dream of trucks, now he's counting prison scars. Mama cries herself to sleep, asking where she went wrong. I tell her it ain't you, mama, he just wasn't strong. But I know different, see the system broke us down. Small town, no options, had to take what could be found. Gravel roads, remember everything you done. Can't outrun the dirt when you're always on the run. My brother chose life that would tear him apart. Gravel roads, remember, they know every heart. Fast money, fast cars, fast lane to destruction. Tommy thought the streets would give him some construction, but construction turned to rubble, rubble turned to dust. Every promise that they made him wasn't worth the trust. 15 years they gave him, 15 years inside, all because he thought that crime could be his pride. I visit every Sunday, bring him what I can. Tell him about the farm, tell him about my plans. He listens with his head down, shame upon his face. Says I threw away my future for a taste. Country boy corrupted by the city's dirty game. Now he's just a number, I can't even say his name without thinking about the choices that we both could make, without thinking about the different roads that we could take. Gravel roads don't judge you, but they don't forget. Every step you take is something you'll regret. Sometimes I drive past where we used to play. Wonder if I could have saved him from that day. Gravel underneath my tires sounds like tears, carrying the weight of all our wasted years. Gravel roads, remember everything you done. Can't outrun the dirt when you're always on the run. My brother chose life that would tear him apart. Gravel roads, remember, they know every heart. Yeah, Tommy's gone, Dad. Gravel roads gonna lie. She's in the gunman. Tall saugers, remember the bay. Every morning rising with the pain inside my bones, inside my bones, inside my bones. Whiskey on the table, mama crying on the phone, on the phone, on the phone. Daddy left us nothing but the ashes and the shame, and the shame, and the shame, and the shame. Every single day I feel it burning just the same, just the same, just the same, just the same. Triple time delivery, killing every syllable, syllable, syllable. Living in the shadows where the hurt is never minimal, minimal. Crawling through the mud where all my people done before, done before, done before, done before. Breaking every chain until there ain't no chain no more, chain no more, chain no more. Burn it down, burn it down, yeah. Let it all burn it down, burn it down. Gravel in my throat from screaming at the world, at the world, at the world. Everything I touch just seems to break and come unfurl, come unfurl, come unfurl. Fighting through the darkness with my fists up in the air, in the air, in the air. Nobody can save me from the weight that I must bear, I must bear, I must bear. Triple stepping over every obstacle they throw, that they throw. Rising from the dirt where only stubborn flowers grow, flowers grow. Blood upon my knuckles from the battles that I've won, that I've won, that I've won. Still the war inside me ain't never really done, really done. Burn it down, burn it down, yeah. Let it all burn it down, burn it down. Oh, fire in my chest can't rest, fire in my chest can't rest. La 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 la, everything must burn, must burn. Everything must burn, must burn. Looking at the mirror and I see my father's eyes, father's eyes, father's eyes. All the pain he carried, now it lives inside my cries, inside my cries, inside my cries. Breaking every cycle with the fury in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. Tearing down the walls that kept my family apart, lie apart, lie apart. Triple time the passion, triple time the rage, time to rage, time to rage. Writing my own story on a different kind of page, kind of page, kind of page. Nothing's gonna stop me from becoming who I am, who and who I am. Standing in the fire like I always said I'd stand, said I'd stand, said I'd stand. Burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down. You think you know me, think you got it mapped. Country boy facade, but my mind been trapped between these dusty roads and the block I claim. Two worlds pulling hard, got my soul in pain. Mud on my boots, but I walk with heat. Backwoods wisdom meeting urban street. You asking questions that I can't define. Which life is real, which one is mine? Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Granddaddy's land versus corner store dreams. Ain't nothing simple when you're stuck between truck bed parties and the late night schemes. Fishing line casting, but I'm chasing cream. You keep on asking why I can't just choose, but you ain't never had to walk these shoes.
split personality, I'm torn in two. Which side is fake? Which side is true? Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Maybe I ain't gotta pick a side. Maybe both these worlds can coincide. Country heart with an urban mind. Lead the past and future intertwined. You keep asking but the answer's clear. I belong wherever I decide to steer. Moonshine sipping with my city crew. Barbecue sauce on my interview. Code switching daily just to make it through. You think I'm faking but this life is true. Two lane highways meet the interstate. Different languages, but the same debate. You want me boxed in, want me categorized, but I'm both worlds, I ain't gonna hide. Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. I belong wherever I'm strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong.
Think you got me figured out? Dirt roads and city blocks, let me break it down. You're sitting there judging what you think you see. Country boy with city dreams, that ain't me. I'm the motherfucker spitting fire from both sides. Gravel in my voice, concrete where I hide. You think you know the path that led me to this place? Backwoods wisdom mixed with New York's fast pace. I don't fit your boxes, never did, never will. Standing at the crossroads, time is standing still. You want simple answers, but I'm complex as they come. Two worlds colliding in the beats of my drum. I ain't your typical story, can't categorize my pain. Country twang and city slang running through my veins. Keep trying to define what I am, but I'm standing where the dirt meets the pavement. Damn, can't put me in a box, can't label what you see. I'm everything at once and that's confusing you, ain't it, G? Crossroads, crossroads, that's where you find me. Crossroads, crossroads, two worlds colliding. You asking where I'm from, like geography defines the fury in my flow, the complexity of my rhymes. I'm from the place where pickup trucks meet subway trains, where Sunday church meets corner hustles and cocaine. You trying to understand, but you missing the point. I'm not half of this or that, I'm the whole fucking joint. The slide guitar speaks the language that my heart knows, while rapid fire delivery is how my truth flows. You uncomfortable with contradiction, can't compute how someone spits as fast with these deep country roots. I'm the answer to a question nobody thought to ask. Living authentically is my most challenging task. You want me to choose sides like it's war, but I'm fighting battles you never fought before. Identity crisis, now I'm exactly who I need to be. Complex motherfucker, take it or leave it, see. Trying to define what I am, but I'm standing where the dirt meets the pavement. Damn, can't put me in a box, can't label what you see. I'm everything at once and that's confusing you, ain't it, G? Crossroads, crossroads, that's where you find me. Crossroads, crossroads, two worlds colliding. So next time you see someone who don't fit your mold, my complexity is a story worth being told. I'm not your experiment or your cultural case study. I'm just a human being trying to live life muddy. The cross taught me wisdom that you can't learn in school. How to navigate spaces where different worlds are cruel to each other, but I prism with every word I spit. Show 'em contradiction doesn't mean counterfeit. It's
still trying to solve me like I'm some kind of puzzle. But I'm just living truth while y'all caught up in the hustle of making sense of everything that don't make sense to you. Well, fuck your expectations, I'ma do what I... You think you know me? Dirt roads, broken promises. Daddy's gun still smoking. Why'd you leave us here to ride? Mud between my teeth, taste of fuck it, you ain't listening anyway. What's left when the well runs dry? What's left when the well runs dry? Blood Creek rising, mama crying. Every goddamn night, same story. Pills on the kitchen table, whiskey breath, shaking hands. You said you'd come back, but your ghost ain't worth shit. Tractor rusting in the yard, like everything you touch. Broke promises, broken man, why the hell did I believe left when the well runs dry? What's left when the well runs dry? Empty barn, empty words you used to say. Son, I'll make it right. Fucking liar. 3 years now, still waiting for your call. City lights don't change the earth. Concrete can't fill the hole you left. Drops hard like daddy's fist, so cold like his goodbye kiss. Mixing genres like it mixed your drinks. Slide guitar screaming what I think. Country boy with urban rage, turn a motherfucking page. You created this beat, now feast on what you made. What's left when the well runs dry? What's left when the well runs dry? Questions in the wind, answers in the grave. Should've stayed, should've fought, should've tried to save. What's left when the well runs dry? What's left when the well runs dry? Nothing but the question, nothing but the pain. Your son's still asking in the rain. Back row burns beneath my boots tonight. Broken bottles, breaking barriers, bring the bite. You've been building walls while I've been breaking ground. Cutting corners, calling courage can't be found. Dusting doubt, dancing down my damaged spine. Maybe madness makes the money, makes me mine. But the burden's barely breaking, barely bent. Yeah. Time to tell the truth about where we went. Why you always acting like you own this place? Built on borrowed time with that fake ass face. Why you think the world revolves around your lies? Back row burns, but the anger never dies. Never dies. Fire in my belly, fury in my veins. Cut
country boy with city pain. Fire in my belly, fury in my veins. Nothing left to lose, everything to gain. Everything to gain. Gravel grinding, gritting teeth till they crack. Been betrayed, been broken, but I'm bouncing back. You took my trust and twisted it to trash. Now the reckoning's coming real fast. Shallow souls swimming in their shallow streams, while I'm digging deeper, chasing different dreams. Been too patient, been too polite, been too kind. Now the beast inside is breaking from its spine. Why you always acting like you own this place? Built on borrowed time with that fake ass face. Why you think the world revolves around your eyes? Back road burns, but the anger never dies. Never dies. Fire in my belly, fury in my veins. Country boy with city pain. Fire in my belly, fury in my veins. Nothing left to lose, everything to gain. Small town, big mouth, think you know it all. Pride comes before the fall. Small town, big mouth, running out of time. This dirt road's mine, this dirt road's mine. Why you always acting like you own this place? Built on borrowed time with that fake ass face. Why you think the world revolves around your lies? Back road burns, but the anger never dies. Fire fading, but it never fully dies. Truth be told, through these country boy eyes. Country boy eyes, yeah.
Hey yo, raw dirt road rage, backwoods blitz. Let's go! Let's go! Mud on my boots, mind on the grind. Backwoods born, but I'm running the block. Slide guitar screaming, hear the steel strings bind. Country boy flow, got the whole crew. Shock dirt road racing, face to base, hit hard. Spit bars, roll like I'm ripping through bark. Backyard battles, never backing down guard. Ain't no stopping, ain't no copping, please. Raw as the earth, dirt beneath my knees. Fast track spitting, never missing beats. Country rap king, bow down if you backwoods blitz. Backwoods blitz. Raw dirt flow, never quit. Backwoods blitz. Backwoods blitz. Spit fire quick, this the realest shit. Backwoods blitz. Backwoods blitz. Country boy bars gotta make it fit. Backwoods blitz. Porch light dim, but my future bright. Quicker than a shotgun blast. Backwoods bred with the street fight sight. Raw roots run deep, built to last. Dirt path passion, never ask it twice. Spit slick syllables, slice through ice. Fast lane living with the backwood price. Raw real rapper, roll the dice. Slide steel screaming while I'm scheming schemes. Backyard boss with the wildest dreams. Campo crudo, corazón de acero. Rápido como un vaquero. Barrio bravo, nunca me desespero. Backwoods blitz, soy el verdadero. Stop, listen. Raw dirt road wisdom, quick spit precision. Backwoods blitz, mission. Never gonna quit, never gonna quit. Backwoods blitz, backwoods blitz. Raw dirt flow, never quit. Backwoods blitz, backwoods blitz. Spit fire quick, it's the realest shit. Backwoods blitz, backwoods blitz. Country boy bars gotta make it fit. Backwoods blitz. Backwoods blitz, raw dirt road, quick spit mode. Never gonna quit, never gonna quit. Backwoods blitz.
This ain't just another track. Speaking to the one who knew me before I cracked. Before the streets got cold and the game got rough. Before I learned that being real ain't enough. You remember when we ran these blocks together. Now you looking at me like I ain't your brother. But I'ma tell you something that you need to know about the path I walked and where I had to go.
Blood and dirt, that's all I ever earned. Every dollar, every hurt, lessons that I never learned. Blood and dirt,
Blood and dirt. Country roads led me to the city streets. Slide guitar mixed with that dirty beat. You always said I never make it out the mud, but here I stand with dirt mixed in my blood. Mama raised me on that farm with pride. Daddy taught me how to swallow my pride, but the streets, they taught me something different, son. Sometimes you gotta take what can't be won. Don't act surprised, I got that country heart with them city eyes. This fusion that I'm spitting ain't no accent. You wanna know the truth about where I've been, fighting neighbors' pain mixed with that passion shit. About a doughy murder for every scar, I keep it and tell my story straight. About a man who refused to accept his fate. Blood and dirt, that's all I ever earned. Every dollar, every hurt, lessons that I never learned. Blood and dirt, blood and dirt. So remember when you judged the man I became. The blood and dirt flows through these fucking veins. Country roots, city dream, and everything between. That's the realest shit that you'll ever fucking see.